Hi everyone, it's Scarlett, and in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about the top 5 things that feminine women never do. A lot of women write to me and ask me for advice on femininity and how to embody femininity, and it's a very popular thing these days because a lot of women feel very in their masculine and like they've lost touch with their feminine self, partially because of the society and culture that kind of pushes everybody and holds these masculine traits to be higher than feminine. So it's a really good time for all women to get back in touch with their feminine nature, to be more in alignment with who they truly are. So I'm a proud feminist, and some of these are going to sound somewhat old-fashioned, but there's a very good reason for why I'm saying these things, and you guys are free to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and hopefully this video is helpful for most of you.
So at the base of the spine is where you have the Kundalini energy. It's that coiled serpent energy that everybody has. Then each alternating chakra, energy wheel, is masculine and then feminine. So we have masculine at the root, the Muladhara, and then feminine at the Swadhisthana. And then we have masculine at the Manipura, the solar plexus, and feminine at the Anahata, the feminine chakra, the heart chakra. And then we have masculine at the throat, the expression, and then feminine at the ajna, the third eye, the intuition. So they basically go in reverse and they oscillate, masculine, feminine. And this is where you get that Kundalini serpentine vibration, because it weaves through each one, the masculine and the feminine. They perfectly complement each other.
So the number one thing on the list that feminine women don't do is overworking themselves. The main chakra that deals with work is the solar plexus, the power center. So when a woman is pulling so much energy into her power center and overworking it, she'll have to compensate from the nearby chakras, meaning her sacral chakra, which is her sexuality, her creativity, or her heart chakra, which is her heart-centered, heart-open self. It's usually easier if a woman's in a relationship to work more because she's getting more energy in her root center to support her from the male energy. So single women especially have to be careful not to overwork their solar plexus. And this could be really tough because if you're ambitious like myself, you like working and you can really get caught up in kind of working really hard. And it's okay to work when you're feeling it and you're inspired, but you want to be careful to balance your work and your rest and to work more efficiently, work smarter, not always harder. A lot of the times we hear in society how amazing hard work is, when really the most successful people are actually just working smarter. They're delegating more work, they're using automation, they're using the tools that they have so that they're not working to the point of complete exhaustion. The number 2 point, which is related to number 1, is if you're working too much, then you're going to end up neglecting your appearance. So feminine women always look on top. They always look on point. Even if they're super busy, even if they're working late hours, they always look elegant and put together. They pay attention to their hair, to their nails, to their makeup. Again, this is another thing that society kind of shames us for, or kind of makes it a bad thing if a woman does her makeup or cares about her appearance. But the point is that for women and feminists, we want to have that choice and not to do it out of obligation, but doing it because we enjoy it and it makes us feel pretty, it makes us feel better. Kind of like an artist painting a canvas. It's not that you're trying to cover up your beauty, but you're enhancing it with makeup, you're enhancing it with different highlights and colors and ways to just bring out your natural features even more. So feminine women are always taking care of their skin, especially through their diet. They're always using the right products. Their nails are always well groomed, their hair. All of the small details that a woman in her masculine energy would not be really paying attention to. If you're really busy, then it's a good idea to schedule time, put it in your calendar, and kind of work out your schedule so that you have enough leisure time to just take care of yourself and take care of your appearance. And this is not only for the physical aspect of it, but when you actually schedule time for yourself, then that self-care energy begins to kind of radiate in your appearance. So the number 3 thing feminine women never do is act vulgar and emotionally reactive. I'm sure you guys have seen when you go out to nightclubs or bars and you see just a woman who is very loud and kind of just like maybe screaming or fighting, acting out of her emotions. So feminine women have emotions and they feel their emotions, but they have the discipline to control their emotions and act accordingly. We all have emotions like anger, sadness, hurt, betrayal, but a very refined, elegant feminine woman will know how to channel that into a more healthier way of expression. Obviously, this is easier said than done when somebody pisses you off, but that's where spiritual practice comes in, meditation, Tantra, yoga, and just being able to breathe through your emotions and to be centered and balanced. So you never want to instinctively react and raise your voice. You want to be strategic and do what you gotta do, but be rational about it. The number 4 thing feminine women never, ever, ever, ever do is take care of a man financially. And I know a lot of manosphere cross watchers are going to be angry at this one, but that's okay. So there's actually a lot of horror stories that I've heard of women who basically just pay all the bills and do everything for a man, like who's sitting on a sofa playing video games, and really just nightmare type of relationships. And paying for a man and taking care of a man financially will definitely drain a woman's vitality, because like I said, it is instinctual and natural for a man to give from that root center, from the physical center. Of course, we live in a modern age where people are more apt to split payments and things like that, but especially in the beginning when you're dating and getting to know somebody, you want to be careful not to try to financially overcompensate out of insecurity. And there are a lot of men who will take advantage of naive women and basically make up excuses, and the woman will just have really low self-worth that she won't see that she's being used and manipulated. Most men naturally and instinctively love to provide for women, especially if they're really in their masculine energy. It will make them happy to make a woman happy. They feel even more masculine in their masculinity when they're giving to a woman and feeling that sort of purpose. So you want to make sure that you have high standards and that you are never overdoing or over masculine in the financial part of a relationship or courtship. Number 5 thing that feminine women never do is act too bossy. Some women confuse being an alpha female with being just bossy and rude and overbearing, and this is pretty common today and is one of the biggest turnoffs that guys experience. If a woman is too bossy and too in her masculine, then it kind of takes the masculine energy away from the guy, and then he feels feminine and emasculated. So when a woman is really in her power, she wants to be an alpha female, just a powerful woman, then she just naturally will have a commanding presence that will naturally give her power. And it doesn't come from trying to force or push things, it just comes from her being magnetic, and so just having really strong, powerful energy that people naturally kind of bend to her will. And they usually do this because she's not seeking power. If you're seeking power, then you're usually doing it out of insecurity. So usually true power is when you're just looking to have your will and have things work out the way you like them to, but without having to coerce or use somebody in the process. When a woman is trying too hard to exert her will and have power, then it usually shows the opposite, that she's powerless and insecure and she needs to try and use other people as tools to feel powerful, or is trying to change her environment to give herself a sense of feeling powerful. So, like everything in Tantra and spirituality, everything is worked out on the inside and then the environment responds to you. So, you work out whatever internally makes you feel powerless, and then the environment will respond to your sense of power and you knowing who you are. So that's all for this video. I hope that it's helpful and I hope you guys like it, and please let me know in the comments if it resonates and if you'd like to see more videos about femininity and any topics that you'd like me to talk about. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.